ties like the flies in the sky, soaring high, I'm on a level, win a medal, time to fly. Lost spies, woodwicking drama in the night, time to fight. I'm not dying for a sinner with no sight and no light. Knocking off the wickets like a crickets on a wire. Click clap bang, shots are fired, running from life desire. Making a labor run with a name of small fire. Slap the rattler on my shoulder, this fool ain't no liar. They call me humble D, dominating, being humble. I will sting you like a bee, kill your talents when you stumble. Mark my vision, bring me down, 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 right to your mumble. I can finally see this ball, but all the fakeness isn't subtle. Who's that with a boom bap? Robbie's in a school rap. Judging makes you wix, so fix a leak on your screw cap. Looking for a tweet on the subject, you threw back. I'm ending all this here, I've got no time for a loop back.
Welcome guys, welcome to another episode of Tune Talk Review Show. This is the last episode of the season, it is. So without further ado, I'm Robbie P. I'm going to bring in my wife and a very special guest. I've been waiting to come on the show for quite some time now, so let me introduce you to this guy all the way from Pennsylvania, Cinamadic. Yes.
What's up?
Welcome, bro. How's it going?
Very, very good. How's it going with you guys?
I'm doing great. Welcome to Tune Talk Review Show, man.
Thank you for having me. Seriously.
Oh, no, you're welcome. Seriously.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, certainly has. Most definitely. So what we're going to do on the show, we're going to play some of your music. War Gemma P is going to have some lovely questions for you. As she normally does, you know.
Can't wait.
And obviously, we're just going to have a good time. There'll be some people who might say hi in the comments, you know. So, yeah, it should be good. So, yes. So, first of all, Cinamadic, do you want to tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
Sure. So my real name is Brad Cowley. I go by the name of Cinamadic. And I'm a hip hop / rap / many different genre variety artist. I create music, starting to dabble into producing instrumentals and mixing masters. And we have me and my partner, Lufkin Legend. Shout out to Lufkin Legend.
Shout out, man.
We started our own record label that will be official this summer. Its name is Building Legends Inc. And we hail all the way from the US of A. As Robbie said, I'm from Pennsylvania, specifically Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And yeah, I mean, we just do our thing, man. We create music and we try to put a lot of love and positivity into the atmosphere and spread it as wide as we possibly can.
Great. I mean, obviously, there is a lot of, you know, stigma within any genre of music. You always get someone trying to criticize somebody's style or whatever. And I'll be honest with you, you know, when I first met you, I thought you just on one style. That's what I thought. Until I got to know you and understood your lyrics and read between the lines, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know? And now I understand why you rap the way you do, but everybody's different, you know what I mean? And I think your style is really, really good, and I can see it going places. If I'm honest with you, you know, you just need maybe the right people, you know, the right connections.
I appreciate that. I do, and you know, connections is a great word to use.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's one of the most important things within the music industry is your connections.
Yeah.
And been doing just about 2 decades now. And I got to say that finding those connections is not an easy thing.
No, it's not.
So you kind of have to create your own connections, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or become the connection, you know what I'm saying? Which is the whole reason why we came up with Building Legends Inc. So that way we would be the people who would be able to give the resources and find the talent and put them out there for people to see. Like I don't even really use the label or anything for my own benefit. I'm always out there looking for new talent and scouting out new artists and stuff that we can bring in and show off to everybody. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I kind of just became my own connection.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's great. You got any questions, my love?
No, I'll just let you fire away till I'm ready. Till
Right.
everybody's ready.
So to
Tiffany
me,
Jean,
like,
what's up? White Drip Bro, what's good, bro?
so to me, who is your influences? Who are your top influences?
So my number one influence for my whole life is a tie, and that's between Tech Nine and Eminem.
Okay,
100%. I mean,
okay.
if anybody
That's
knows my music, I mean, you can hear it in my
yeah.
music clear
Yeah.
as day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. Like I've even had people tell me you sound like Eminem.
Oh,
Yep.
that's a compliment. That's a huge compliment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we played your music on the show on the earlier episodes, like
We did,
somebody
yes, we
come
got
back and
comments.
actually
Yeah.
said, like that sounded like Eminem.
Man,
Eminem.
he's probably has been my biggest inspiration. That was my first like real hip hop obsession was Eminem.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've got a few friends. Sorry, sweetheart. I've got a few friends who do sound like Eminem. It's crazy. So
Yeah,
you know,
it's crazy.
yeah,
There's a couple of them out there.
yeah.
so why did you pick Eminem for an inspiration? What made you like go for him?
So Eminem, it wasn't more of it. It wasn't really a choice that I made, rather than the only option that was there at the time. So when Eminem first came out, I was very young. When he came out with the Slim Shady LP, I was still very young. I was like
Yep.
maybe 13, 14, something like
Yeah.
that. And my parents at the time didn't want me listening to hip hop and rap and like Jay-Z and Biggie and Tupac and all them. But my brothers, both of my older brothers, they both were hip hop heads, and that's all they listened to. So obviously I was gonna get there at some point, and eventually my brother Chris, he he kind of like snuck it to me when the Slim Shady LP came out. He came in my room and he was like, dude, you got to listen to this album that I just bought.
Yeah.
And we sat down and we listened to the entire thing from start to finish, and that was it. It was a wrap. I was hooked from day one.
Yeah.
And that was that was my first hip hop experience was Eminem. And then
So-
I started getting into all of the classic rappers and older rappers, and then the new rappers that were coming out and the rappers that were out at that time, and started learning more and more about hip hop and stuff like that.
Okay.
So do you think you would say that it was him who started your career off in wanting to rap? Or did you have it before you got into Eminem? Did you know that it was there something else that got you into doing rapping in music?
So Eminem was my first hip hop obsession. The reason Tech Nine is my tie for first is because Tech Nine is the one who inspired me to want to start making music. And that wasn't for probably about another 3 years after I first found hip hop. So
Right.
when I was younger, I was like a goth kid and like a metalhead, and like
Okay.
I used to
Really?
I used to paint my fingernails black and wear big
Wow.
baggy pants and
You would
chains.
never
and all
think
that.
that, Len.
I
You would
wouldn't have
never
thought
think
it.
that.
No, definitely
No,
not.
you'd never think it looking at me, but I was, man. I really was. I used to go to Ozfest all the time, and like
Wow.
I was a rocker through and through. And I mean I still am. I still love rock music.
But it's a big
and,
leap, isn't it, from like
yeah.
goth to that
It is.
Oh,
stage?
yeah,
You know,
Huge
yeah,
leap. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
huge.
Look wise, it's a huge leap. But
Yeah.
music wise, I feel they're starting to combine more and more rock and hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Well, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I quite
Something that I
agree with
really
that.
love.
Yeah, I quite agree with that. Is it Jay-Z? He done something like that with a rock
With
band or
with
something?
Linkin Park. Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that, and that was fire.
Yeah, that was
That
awesome.
Well,
was fire.
what's the that other song that oh, is this Keep Me Alive or something, like Bring Me Back to Life? Do you know which one I'm on about?
Evanescence.
Yeah, they're like, it's rock and like
love it.
opera kind of
Yeah,
rock
yeah,
singing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
it-
between them
It always brings me to the point when I've always said you can put any genre with
together.
any genre.
Yeah, yeah.
You really can. You can mix ballet with hip hop with jazz, what have you. Do you know
I
what I
do feel
mean?
that
Like,
hip hop is I feel like hip hop is the uh the most moldable. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel
Mm,
like
yeah,
you can stretch hip hop out to fit in
mhm.
anything,
yeah.
no matter what it is.
You getting a comment there? I don't know
Oh,
if you can see that on the screen.
Blur the line, create your own sounds. Cinematic sounds like cinematic, and he's legendary. That's all.
Yeah, the hey, I'll tell you something.
Thank you, TJ.
You've done one great thing to this show. Like, you know, like these comments have never been so active.
Good.
Well,
Seriously, like,
these are a
seriously,
couple. Those are a couple artists from Building Legends right there. That's
awesome,
Tiffany Jean
Fab.
and White Drip, bro.
awesome. Yeah.
What's good,
Well,
family?
guys, if you can, please come out this like, give the live a like, and come back in. And
Oh
then we know
yeah,
that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then we
Share
know
it
that
out. Share it
you've
out.
showed the support, man. That'd be awesome.
Definitely
It would.
So,
share, like, subscribe, all of
Yeah,
yous.
man. So we're getting a few comments here. White Drip Rose said, "What's good, Sin?"
What's good, bro?
Yeah.
so did your parents become supportive along the
So,
line, or were they still against it, or what?
I mean, to this day, they my mother has always supported me just like any mom does. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
mothers always support their sons in whatever they want to do.
definitely.
Even when I was messing my life up, she was still there as my support and everything.
Yeah.
But my father does support what I do nowadays, but still has his limits to it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Okay. Yeah.
he can't he's not the type of guy that can sit down and be able to listen to really most of the stuff that I put out unless it's on a certain topic or something like that.
So he's like old school, basically. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
my mother will listen to anything that I ask her to listen to, and she'll give me
Yeah.
an honest
Yeah.
opinion on it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's like my mama listened to my music, but I wrote a song for my granddad. You know, my granddad passed away and all the rest of it, and I wrote a song for him, and I took it down to show my grandma, and I just pressed play. She went, "That's enough." I was like, "It hasn't even started. That's enough."
yeah.
You know, I'm like, okay.
So when I first started writing, um, I had gotten into a little trouble in school, and I had gotten expelled from my high school, and I started writing music after that happened, and using my writing as kind of a therapy for myself, and that's what I've always used it as. I always use
Yeah.
it as a way to get things out of me. That way, I don't act on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I first started doing it, it was I was very young, and it was just there was no control or filter to anything that I was writing, and it was just whatever came to mind was what got put on the paper. And my mother ended up finding my first couple songs that I ever wrote, and she was kind of worried about what she was reading because I mean it wasn't like what she was reading wasn't the Brad that she knew
Yeah.
whatsoever. It's completely different. So she went and she took my notebook to my psychiatrist I was seeing, and like started talking to her about it and asking her, should we be worried? And like, what do you think about this? And to this day, I love the lady that I was seeing as a psychiatrist, and I cannot remember your name, but if you remember me, I love you to death because she told my parents, listen, if he's writing it down, that means he's not acting on it. Let him continue to do what he's doing because it's helping him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since
Yeah.
that day, I have never stopped making music.
Awesome.
It's
That is awesome.
amazing.
Well, someone's just put a quote here, my favorite quote of all time, and it goes a little like this: "Weak people create tough times. Weak times create tough people. Weak people create weak times, and tough times create weak people. Wisdom."
Wow, I like that.
Facts. That's
I like,
facts
I
That
like
and
is
that a
truth.
real
lot.
talk, man. That's real
That
talk.
is facts and truth. That's what that is.
Can we get a name on whose quote that is? Because that's a beautiful quote.
Yeah,
That
it is.
is. It is. It is.
Most definitely. So what we're gonna do, Cinematic, we're gonna play one of your tracks that you've sent in.
Sure.
Okay. Now we do have 30,422 tracks
Fantastic.
from
Let's
Cinematic.
go for it. Let's go
So
for it.
let's start now. I'm only joking. We don't have that many. But
So
no.
which one would you like to play
Yeah.
first?
Well, see, that's why I sent so many, because I was going to give you guys the options of picking them. So it's really up to
Okay.
you which you want to play. There's really only one I would say that's probably not all the way clean, and that would be one. It's called Just Jealous.
Okay.
But everything else, I believe, is clean all the way through. So really, it's your pick.
Okay. Well, what sticks out for me is the song "Dramatic."
Oh, that's a brand new one. That's a good one.
Okay, so that just when you see something just like on screen, like it just stuck out for me. So I think that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to play
Sounds
that
good.
one.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything, seriously.
Oh no, you're okay, man. Like we appreciate you being on the show. You know what I mean? Because we're trying to build it up. We're trying to get people to be heard. What we're doing for indie artists. We're hoping it's gonna help people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So for me, like doing this type of stuff, we're just trying to do our bit for the business, so to speak.
Well, for
So what
me,
is
I gotta say, Robbie, Jim, both of yous. I know we've had our differences in the past, and for us to be sitting here now doing this together, it's a huge deal to me, and I want to just say that I appreciate it very much, and I have much love and respect for you guys. Seriously.
It's the same. The same. See, to me, when somebody can be man enough and big enough to own up to the shit, and excuse my language, cut that out.
Well, I'm going to swear again after you've just. I was going to say, out of the shit, there's always some gold to be found.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. But this song, this track, Dramatic. What's the backstory about it? How did you come around this one?
So this was supposed to be. It's a short one, so I think it's only like one verse.
Okay.
But it was supposed to be a feature that I did with an artist. She goes by the name of Sprite the MC, and she's an older generation artist. And we were supposed to do this song together, and she ended up just hitting hard times and had to move and stuff. And it was it's been about, I'd say, like 6-7 months since I heard from her, and I mean, she kept telling me that she was going to get around to doing it and stuff, but I haven't heard, nobody's heard from her at all.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and I changed it up a little bit, and I finished it myself and found something else that I set aside for her to do if she ever comes back and wants to do something together. And as far as the song goes, I mean, it's not really anything, like it's not like an important topic or anything like that. It's really just rapping, honestly.
Right.
To me, rapping is poetry. It's like telling a story.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like telling a story. So it don't matter if you sing, rap, what have you. You're telling a story, and that's what I like. I think my mother's tried to say your name, and she's put Cinematic. He's not a washing machine, mother.
He's not a washing machine. You can't put washing powder in and set him off. Trust me.
Oh, she's crackers.
Oh, God.
Yeah, your mom's a good woman, man.
Oh, she is. She's amazing. She's amazing. So here we go, guys. This is Cinematic with Dramatic.
Let's go.
So, Mr. Cowley.
What's good?
Let me ask you a question, if you
Alright.
don't mind me asking.
Nah, no problem at all.
What exactly does Cinematic stand for?
Okay.
Like, what's the meaning behind the name?
Oh, okay. So, Cinematic, Cinamadic, stands for creating images, narratives, and music, and doing it
really?
cinematically. And
Oh,
it's
I like
meant
that.
to represent and be everything that Brad Cowley can't be.
That is a dope-ass answer. Why, thank you, Cinematic.
Oh, no problem, no problem. The pleasure was all mine.
Legends never die.
Y'all already know who this is. This is your boy.
Now you're looking at the illest rapper. None of y'all superior. I'm doubling up on this track. My rhymes, they always multiplying. The way I flow is so smooth. My rhymes are the criteria to speed up on the flow a bit and watch the head start flying. You know that I'm the best in the game, and y'all just can't deny the villainous delivery. And nope, I never will comply. They say I'm lyrically insane. My words, they always redefine. I'm spitting fire on the game just to watch the flames climb. A rap phenomenon, I'm always leaving minds blown. Double the rhymes, I'm in my own lane and my own zone. Now none of y'all can touch me, and I am way beyond compare. My verses hit hard and quick, they lightning zipping through the air. I hustle and I always grind every single day and night, elevating my craft, cause I've been reaching new heights. I'm always ruling with precision, I'm a king on the mic. Plus I'm always making shit that everybody always likes, especially with this one, cause this one's getting done right. And they know that I'm always bringing something raw to the fight. Y'all know that I'ma let them hear what a real song feels like. You can even take away the beat, bitch, I'm still nice. Y'all know who is here about to get a bit dramatic. Y'all been waiting for this dude to come and act a bit erratic. I really hope you know that things about to get a bit dramatic. Don't you dare start acting tough in front of the only cinematic. Gonna bring the static, I'm gonna have to cause a panic. Time for this to turn sporadic, coming with the sick dynamic. This might get a little graphic. Y'all know I'm performing magic. This one here's a special tactic. Rid the world of all the madness.
Are we building legends over here?
Yeah.
That's right. It's your boy Cinematic. And I'ma tell you one more time. Cinematic stands for creating images, narratives, and music, and doing it cinematically. CINAMADIC. What you got?
I love that. I
Thank you.
did.
Absolutely, yeah. Do you know, that's what I love about you, bro. Like, is how you flow to your music. You
That was
know,
good.
it's
Thank
like
you.
you can imagine a cloud, right? And you stood on a cloud, hopping from one to the other. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
Just floating.
rhythm, you know.
My writing tactics are very, very strange, I'll say, when writing a song.
I think it's brilliant.
It's very like I know like some people look at it as a puzzle and some people look at it as they're writing a poem, and I look at it as like the thoughts of a schizophrenic being put down on a paper.
High five.
Okay. Yeah. Well, my wife to that because
High
obviously
five.
schizophrenia and that. So
Yeah.
yeah. Like, to me, again, I mean, I've heard so much of your music, like, you know, over the years, and I've got to say, man, you're getting better and better.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
You know,
your
I
flow's
just
tightening up.
recently found the very first, second, and third album that I ever made. The very first ones, and man, I used to be terrible. I was garbage when I first started. Oh my Lord, garbage.
I was as well.
Yeah, when I first started singing, I thought I was Celine Dion. I weren't no Celine Dion when I first. Honestly, if you could listen to some of my old things, I'm like, what the hell, Jem?
It's crazy how blind you can be to your own stuff. Because I used to think that I was like top dog, you know what I mean? And like I was garbage.
Same. I was going out doing festivals and like different club gigs, thinking I was mint. You know what I mean?
Man, I can't even listen to it. I can't even listen to it. Like I was so excited when I found them. Yeah, I was so excited when I found them, and I was like, "Oh yeah, man, I found them. I haven't listened to these in so long." And I started playing the first one, and the first track played, and halfway through, I had to shut it off. I couldn't even listen to it, and then I just sat there and I skipped through and listened to like 5 seconds of the rest of them, and I couldn't listen to them.
I'm gonna find you one of my tracks on my computer called "Happy Place"
and send it.
I'm gonna send you. It's me trying to sound American when I was first starting to rap. Honest man, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh your head off, man.
I'm gonna send you some of my old stuff, and you're gonna be like, dude, there's no way this is the same person. There's no way.
I give myself the ick when I listen back to my old stuff. Like I'm like, yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like off. And you know, now I'm thinking, no wonder all these people said all these things. We're bloody right. They were right what they were saying to me. Do you know what I mean?
100%. I used to get so mad at people when they would talk trash on me and stuff back in the day, and now I look back, I'm like, dude, I would have talked trash on me too.
Yes, that's what I'm exactly the same. I'm like, yeah, they were right. They were right.
Right, so what we're gonna do, so it keeps it right in my head for when it comes to editing this, I'm gonna play the explicit one now, and then I know the second track into the interview, that's the explicit one.
Yeah.
You know, to like chop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Can I just read some comments?
Yeah, of course you can.
Sure.
So Ricky's in, Ricky Armstrong.
Oh, welcome.
Um,
He is official artist of DGB.
Oh, that's right. You just signed 2 new artists,
Yeah,
right? That's
yeah.
congratulations, by the
Thank
way.
you.
That's awesome.
Appreciate that.
So
you know.
awesome.
Yeah. We've got Alice Randall and we've got Ricky's Rebel Rabble.
Yeah, I love the name. I love his name.
Yeah.
try saying that when you're drunk. I challenge anybody to do it.
There you go.
I
There's
really
Rick.
do.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And Alice, fantastic. You know what I mean? We interviewed Alice on our show like this, you know, not long ago.
She's a big inspiration.
Yeah, amazing.
She is.
You know,
it's good. I look forward to hearing some stuff from them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if we've got time, I'll see if I can play a couple of their tracks. If you want, it's your interview, it's your show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's entirely up to you.
All right.
So this next track that I'm gonna play is called "Just Jealous." Now, would you like to give us a quick little?
Now, so all right, so this track, this is actually a track that I'm a feature on that I wasn't originally supposed to be a feature on.
Yeah, yeah.
So the track is actually Jay Honey's track.
Okay.
So it's Jay Honey, me, and Lufkin Legend, and the original song was Jay Honey and Lufkin Legend, and he had sent it into my show. Shout out to Slightly Holding It Together, by the way.
Yeah,
the actual name because we're trying to keep clean here. So the show's called Slightly Holding It Together.
If you don't know the abbreviation from that, then what can I say?
Yeah, but so he sent it into my show, and I mean you'll understand once you hear it. But the instrumental for this song it's awesome, like insane. It's insanely awesome, and I fell in love with it right away. And I was like, dude, like I need a verse on this, like last week. Like I need a verse, seriously. And so I ended up writing something to it, and he was like, well, bro, you want me to, I'll just send you the beat and you can put your verse on it and we'll put it together and show it to Jay Honey and see what she thinks, and we'll leave it at that. Nice. So that's how this song came to be.
Awesome. Well, here it is, guys. This is Cinamadic and Lufkin Legend. Big shout out to Lufkin Legend because he is a legend. I've heard that guy rap. Serious.
Oh, man. Absolutely.
Serious.
Absolutely. Phenomenal rapper.
Yeah, most definitely. Deserves a shout out for that as well. So here we go. This is Just Jealous.
You win 'em. Looking for a man, get a taste like venom. I'd rather go for some cash than attention. Can't count on a hoe, but I tax when I send 'em. All my flows, no facts, no limits. I don't write swag, I don't fuck with pretenders. I know they bought the credit and feathers ain't getting that bread. These niggas just jealous. I mean jelly, peanut butter inside of the heli. Puffin' Jamaican that fire like belly. But I got murder on my mind like Melly. They know I'm the big slice like it's a deli. Pull it from a roll like Nelly. Make 'em lose the day silly. I rock with the best. Nothing to tell me. A monster like that's in the closet like Kelly. Took an L, I'ma double that. Comeback, one mad bitch ain't about to keep me from that. We are not the same, trust that. I'm thinking Sun Tzu, she thinking suntan. Took a whole month just to move one pack. Took a come up, she don't really want that. I'd rather strum a guitar, really fuck rap. Cause these rappers ain't showing no love back. Fuck your feelings if you win 'em. Looking for a man, get a taste like venom. I'd rather go for some cash than attention. Can't count on a hoe, but I tax when I send 'em. All my flows, no facts, no limits. I don't write swag, I don't fuck with pretenders. I know know they bought
Jay
the
Honey
credit
and
and
looking legend, and cinematic. Had to hop on the beat just to show that I could do it. Show Honey a legend with the missile with the truth. And everything I'm doing is what gets you to your view. Motherfuckers get the moving, I ain't never fucking losing. Drop to your knees and take a look at these nuts in your face. They look cinematic, please. Let them give it a little squeeze, let them hang in the breeze. I do the shit with these, I ain't even at my top speed. Honey bring the money and I'm acting kinda funny. Spirit retarded like a dummy, it's a rap like a mummy. Rappers looking kinda yummy, but it gets you in my tummy. Got you feeling kinda fuzzy, now I'm feeling kinda lucky. Who the fuck is jealous? You feeling overzealous? Nigga, what you thinking? No, you better not be blinking, cause I'm coming with the thing and it's something very heavy. I'm stepping on the track, bitch, I'm spitting only facts. I'ma blind you like a cataract, no way, matter of fact, I'ma roll up on them like a bustin' in a Cadillac. Pour a little baby, let me get the rattle back. Swinging for your head like a motherfucking battle axe. Come on, be another one whom I have attacked. I am a classic, so the problematic, the one and only Cinematic.
Fuck your feelings, you win 'em. Looking for a man, get a chance like venom. I'd rather go for some cash than attention. Can't count on a hoe, but I tax on a center. All my flows on facts, no limits. I don't write swag, I don't fuck with pretenders. I know they bought the credit and feathers and getting that bread. These niggas just jealous.
I'ma pull up with the motherfucking out on my side. Me and my niggas really be outside. Every bit of body I do is so fly. Honey hit me up like, hey, come slide. Niggas hate on me and I don't get no damn. Coming at me, you better come with a plan. Leave a nigga laying where the fuck he stand. Better hope you on point, cause mine don't jam. Came up from the bottom, I earn my name. I do it out of love, I don't care for the fame. Swinging this thing like hold up, man. Military mind when it comes to this brain. Rather get rolled, don't get out of my face. When I get in this mood, ain't nobody safe. Riding with the winners, we don't fuck with you bitches. Honey with the legend, and you know they gon' feel us.
Fuck your feelings, you win 'em. Looking for a man, get a chance like venom. I'd rather go for some cash than attention. Can't count on a hoe, but I tax on a center. All my flows on facts, no limits. I don't write swag, I don't fuck with pretenders. I know they bought the credit and feathers ain't getting that bread. These niggas just jealous. Niggas just jealous. These niggas just jealous.
Now you see why I had to do something on it.
Yeah. I'll tell you something though. Like even though it was explicit, like that was a serious track.
It is, man. That beat is something serious. Seriously, it really is.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Gemma does have a little bit of a problem about like the N word and this and that. And
I know, but that was only once. I only heard that once. Do you know what I mean? So
I'll be honest with you. I heard it a few, but it don't.
I only heard it once because I kind of like blanked it out, me. But that was like, honest to God, like one after the other. Who's the lady on it? Did you say?
So that's Jay Honey. It's her track.
She's like a Nicki Minaj / Cardi B kind of.
She kind of reminds me of what's her name? Missy Elliott. That's who she.
Yeah.
Oh goodness!
Yeah, I heard that vibe.
Do you know what it is? I think it's a breath of fresh air when you hear a woman rap it. I love it. I really do, because it's kind of like in the UK, it's kind of like a man thing. Do you know what I mean? Like girls don't rap kind of thing.
Don't say that. Don't say that to the ladies that are around like that rap around us, because they will not have that.
That's what it's like in the UK. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. It's a breath of fresh air, hearing like a feel. Because every track we've had, like rap, it's all been men. So when you hear female, it's like, do you know what I mean? Fantastic.
That's like Tiffany Jean in the chat right now. Tiffany Jean, she's an artist on Building Legends, and she's the one that I sent in not too long ago with the Love Is Pain song that she's singing on. She raps. She also raps. And she is a phenomenal rapper. I mean, and the one time I slipped up and said how good she was, how good of a rapper she was for a girl. Yeah. And I didn't mean to say, like, I didn't mean it like that, like, oh, you're a good rapper for a girl. Like, I didn't mean it like that whatsoever.
Yeah.
But she was right on me about that, and she was not having it. But she's a very talented rapper, man. Like, seriously.
It goes to show.
I just think I love it.
Yeah. Like, to me, having music like that on this type of show, we've had rock, we've had all kinds of genres of music. We don't discriminate when it comes to music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a song like that, proves it, because that was a serious track. I mean, you guys went hard on that one.
Yeah,
you did, man. Like there was no comparison between you or Lufkin Legend or the other artists. It was like you was all on the same level, man.
Well, I
You
mean,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
you see now why the second I heard it, I was like, you should have seen when they sent it into my show and I played it, I was on camera like going nuts the whole time. Like my head was
Yeah,
going,
yeah,
I was just going crazy the whole time. And those two already just them alone had killed the song.
yeah,
So hearing it, it gave me the biggest inspiration instantly,
yeah, yeah.
and I wanted it.
And
Well,
you know, I'm just agreeing with Tiffany as she put my genitalia ain't got nothing to do with my musical talent, and that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
In the
Exactly.
UK, it's always like, you know, the stigma of it's a man who raps. That's what it's like in the UK, and that's what I'm saying. I love it when a woman comes forward.
of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Well,
Oh,
I'm
we
going
can
to
all do
say
it.
you ain't gonna get much more forward than Tiffany Jean. I'll tell you
if
what.
there is
And I
any
love that. I
female
love that.
artists, if there is any female artists out there that do want their music played on this show, guys, all you got to do is send your tracks right now. I'm just going to move this. TuneTalkReviewShow@gmail.com, and it's free music promotion.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
and like, share, subscribe to this channel as well, guys. Don't forget.
Send
You
it
know what
into
I
the
mean?
Tune Talk. Let's go.
That's the one. That's the one. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a little quick break. If you need to go to the loo, go and, you know, shave your cats, wash your walls, do whatever you want to do. You know, that's up to you. You know
I
what I
like
mean?
that. I like that.
Yeah, and then it's just a little video on a loop. We won't be too long. You know what I mean? Give you time to go and get yourself
Yeah, I'm gonna go
a little
grab
drink
myself
or
a
something.
drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, but as soon as I see you sit back in that chair, not long after,
When you're
we'll
ready,
get
just
to
when
come
you're
back.
ready.
I
Or
got
you
you.
can send us a message on Messenger or something. Just let me know when you're ready.
I won't be long at all.
Okay, no problem. Right, so we're gonna take a little breakage, guys. You want to do your little jingle, love?
So we're gonna have a break, a little break. I can't even say it now. We're going to have a little breakage, go and have a little drinkle and take a little tinkle, and we'll be back in a sprinkle. Tinkle.
See you in a mingle.
Tinkle.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Did you enjoy your little break there?
I did. I did.
Good.
I got to take a bite of an ice cream sandwich.
That's good. That's good.
Nice.
So yes, I got your email, Tiffany. Obviously, after this interview,
Oh,
right, because obviously today's the interview, but tomorrow we will be playing tracks at the beginning of the show. So we will play your track tomorrow from 10 o'clock, definitely. So
Bluey's the best show. My
yes.
bad. Shout out to Worst Eddie ever. I love Bluey. My kids
Okay.
used to love that show.
Awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Keep up, up to date. And these previous episodes you can watch. Look at the other interviews that we've done as well. So yes, that's what it's about, isn't it? So
I have a question for you.
she
Yes,
does.
ma'am.
She does.
How did you how did you make Building Legends?
Building Legends. So Building Legends it was actually an idea that I first came up with the idea for it way back when I first started. I started when I was 17, and I came up with the idea for it probably like 18, 19. I was rapping with like a group of guys, and I thought it was going to go somewhere, and it ended up being just another show on the road that I didn't that I never should have been in the first place. And so it was the original idea was it wasn't exactly what it is now. It was probably a little less than what it is now. I didn't have the idea of back then it was probably all about money. Back then it was all about me trying to make money and do whatever I could to make money. And that changed once I realized that my career didn't need to be about money. No matter how hard times get, my music has never been strictly financial. Never.
Yeah.
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 And so once I joined Worldwide Collaborations, that's when the whole picture sort of came together, because what Chris Chaney and his wife are trying to do and what they put together and everything, it was exactly what I wanted as a label, not as a movement, but as a label. And so I kind of took the beginning of the structure for Building Legends and ended it with the structure for Worldwide Collaborations and combined them together. And Chris has had a huge hand in the label and everything, and we all consider him as part of the label himself. So we were able to come together with it and really, really make something of it that I never thought it would be.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I mean, the whole idea of it really was to be able to give artists such as myself or Robbie or any one of the artists in the chat or any artist that's on Facebook or out there who doesn't receive the time of day from anyone. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I know how that feels, because that's how I was for a long time. A long time. And it's a crappy feeling. Oh, I caught myself. You seen that? I caught myself. It's a crappy feeling. And I can't sleep at night knowing that there's other artists out there having to go through the things that I've gone through. So we want to be able to give people the easiest route to be able to get themselves just heard. It's not even about fame and fortune and all that. It's just heard.
Yeah. You see, this is why we've done this show, because we wanted to give artists an opportunity to tell their story, put themselves out there, let people hear the music. Maybe someone could pick up on it and go, "Oh, I like them. I'll sign them." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bang, done. So like we all help each other. That's what it's about.
Yep.
Yes, I got a worldwide collaboration at one point, and I wish you guys the best of luck with that. I really do. But I think I'm on my mission with my own journey with
Oh, absolutely,
DJB,
absolutely.
beats. I think we all just have our own little thing going off, don't we?
Yeah,
But I think what you do is absolutely fantastic. And obviously, you've got children, and
yeah,
your children can learn the business of what you're doing if they wanted.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Pass it on to
And
their friends.
they'll be the ones to really finish the big picture,
Yeah,
because
of
I
course.
know
Of course.
that I'm never going to have the resources that they grow up with,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's going to be 10 times easier for them to do. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So
And
they'll be the
obviously,
ones that finish the legacy that
yeah.
I
Go on.
started,
Sorry, sweetheart. Sorry.
that we
There's
started.
a lad, a young lad who's in the chart show. He's only 16-year-old, and he's up against all of us adults. He
Yeah,
plays the guitar. He's wrote since he was like, I think about 11-year-old.
Yeah,
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 And it's like I tell everybody, go and vote for him, because he is our next generation. He
yeah,
is our next generation of music, and he is not warped by the internet. He's not warped by social media yet. He's not warped by life yet. He is fresh, he's untouched, and he's pure. And
absolutely.
we've got to go for these people, do you know what I mean? And back them up. And again, in the UK, it's a big thing. If you go to your parents in the UK and say you want to do music, the first thing that comes out their mouth is, go and get a proper job.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's what we get straight away. Do you know what I mean? And there's so many young musicians in the UK that are fantastic, and they just don't get
Yeah.
the time of day.
Yep.
They
Yep.
really don't.
It's the same way over here. Honestly, I mean that's exactly what I grew up through, and I know countless artists out there right now who go through the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why, I mean, people have heard it. I put my kids in my music all of the time.
Yeah.
And that's because I want them to start to get a taste of it early, because whether they decide to do it or not, even if you decide not to do music, you'll still understand what everybody else goes through and be
yeah.
able
Of
to
course.
relate to something. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just want to make things easier for anybody that's hungry for it, anybody that wants to take it serious, and then I just want to I come talk to me. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Come talk to me, because
It says it in the name, doesn't it? Building legends.
exactly.
So you're
You know,
out there
music.
building people up and helping them, which is great. It is.
Yep.
I really don't know why a lot of people turn their back onto music, any genre of music, because there's two famous things over here that happened. One, it's a film. I don't know if it was in America, but it's about our old king. It's called The King's Speech. And our king could not speak properly.
Yeah.
He stuttered. He couldn't speak. He stuttered constantly. He couldn't get his words out. And what he done, he listened to music. And as he was listening to music, he was able to talk properly without stuttering, without stumbling over his words. And then there was another one done where it was a young gentleman and a young boy, in a school over here, and he had the same problem. He couldn't talk. He was stuttering constantly, and they put a pair of headphones on him and they played music, and he stood up in front of the whole school and gave a full speech without stuttering.
Yeah.
And it was music that done it. It was music that helped him to talk.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a fantastic thing? Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's amazing. It is.
Music.
it's a wonder.
Music is medicine. That's why when we hear music that is something that sounds life changing, that we always hashtag it, making music medicine again.
Yeah.
Because that's the type of stuff that people should be paying attention to. Stuff that's gonna change the world one day, and people just don't realize it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I can say proudly that I see that in people 1,000 times more than anyone's ever seen it in me.
Yeah.
And that's all we try to do at Building Legends. And like you said, it's in the name. Like, then the way the name worked out to the way that the structure of what we do is built, it was perfect.
Yeah.
And the name actually is a double entendre too, because it's BL for Building Legends. And then when we started it, I went by my real name, Brad Cowley. So the B and the L stood for Brad and
Lufkin.
Lufkin.
Yeah.
So it worked out perfectly how everything just intertwined. It was all
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It is like what you've done and what you're doing for artists is really good, and obviously they're happy as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Steve B, that's my brother there. Oi oi, we have a jingle on my station that says music is a universal language.
Yes, it
It
is.
is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I believe that the world could be saved with the sound of music. All it needs is the right song. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like even if you listen to like Native American music,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the
Any kind
passion
of
you
music,
get,
like no matter what it is, really.
Mm-hmm.
like
Any kind of music.
we've had a gentleman from Ghana, you know, obviously singing in his language, and like we were saying, you don't need to understand what you're saying, you can feel it. You don't need to understand it. You can literally feel what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. So what we're gonna do then? So at least we got Just Jealous out the way. You know, it's a fantastic track. We've got it out the way. So
I loved it. I loved it.
Thank you.
So I have one called Cinamadic.
So that the name of that one's actually Name Tag. So and that's featuring Chris Nonsense from That Dorky Review Show.
Okay. So you want me to play that one?
You can play that one if you want. I mean, to the best of my knowledge, that one is actually clean all the way through because he's not someone that likes cursing, and so to be respectful, what I sent to him, I tried to keep as little cursing as absolutely possible. So you'll hear him. He says the word freaking a lot because he doesn't want to curse. It's funny.
Yeah.
That's cool. I won't worry about that. Do you know what I mean? Right. So this one is called Cinamadic. So hope you like this one, guys.
The reason it's called Cinamadic is because that's what I had originally titled it and sent it to him. So that's cinematic and nonsense. Crash.
Hey, it's still a good name.
That's the point of the song too. So the concept behind the song is my whole verse is rhyming with his name, and his whole verse rhymes with my name. So that was
wordplay.
Yeah, it's very clever. It's very clever. So here we go then.
Hey,
that's what I call it.
Dork.
What up?
I just don't think that they really understand like what we are capable of. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. No.
Come on, man. You gotta understand.
I guess.
Let's tell them.
So here's the concept. I went dropping all the nonsense. I'm complex, I promise. I'll get on the project with a dork that knows the process. I think that I'm making progress. I'm knocking off the cobwebs. Let's put them through the gauntlet. I really do hope they're honest. We're leaving obnoxious comments. Dookie, I'm telling you, I'll bet they'll only be posting objects. All of my words are condensed, cause y'all are a bunch of blockheads. No one will pass the bomb test. You never will stop my offense. Right now, I am at my calmest. You're about to see how wrong they're wrong. Yes, thinking it's time for flipping the coin and I hope that it lands on heads. Crashing like a comet. I told you all that I'm blessed. My words could probably stop death, just not yet. Where's nonsense? You take my name and I take yours. You can't find things, so are you sure that you're really ready for blame, ready for shame? They calling you plain. You're playing the game exactly the way they want you to play. I'm breaking the chain. It's so easy to say you're free, but you ain't free if I still breathe. This is nonsense and cinematic, killing these tracks and setting a panic, making you walk a little bit manic. I'm never taking my people for granted. You take my name and I take yours. You can't find things, so are you sure that you're really ready for blame, ready for shame? They calling you plain. You're playing the game exactly the way they want you to play. I'm breaking the chain.
Cinematic, I hope you freaking into magic. I'm finna flip it back like when a freaking ninja backflips. Or finna rip this track, terrific raps and bend it backwards. I'll set a bathtub and a mattress through your sister's attic. I'm chilling laughing on that ceiling, mad at children that had spilled a glass of milk and smashed it. I'm on a different planet. I came from Mars where we strictly getting lifted. That's it. I throw a tic tac at fat chicks and fix a sandwich. You can't go nowhere with your girlfriend cause your chick is ratchet. I'm sicker than I'm spitting while I'm drinking gin and acid. You think you beating me at Smash Bros? You'll get your ass kicked. If this was supposed to be a test, I think I did fantastic. This rapping shit's a freaking drug to me. I've been an addict. My chicken's ass so big I'll smack it with a tennis racket. I trip and laugh cause shit it happens. Goes to Christmas past shit. One time I got so high I stole my mama's whip and crashed it.
Take my name and I'll take yours. You can't find fame, so are you sure that you're really ready for blame, ready for shame? They calling you playing, you're playing the game exactly the way they want you to play. I'm breaking the chain. It's so easy to say you're free, but you ain't free if I still breathe. This is nonsense and cinematic, killing these tracks and setting a panic, making you walk over a little bit manic. I'm never taking my people for granted. You take my name and I'll take yours. You
I might want to add something to the chorus though too. I feel like there was other parts that I.
There you go. Do you know what it is? Like that reminded us of a track that me and my wife done years ago on SoundCloud, and it was just like a little vibe of it. Do you know what I mean? Like a little hint of a vibe that I got from it. I
just like how it was bounced backwards and forwards. That was really good.
Yeah, you take my name, I'll take yours. It's like, yeah, that's just
I like that.
Genius, man. It is.
You've got some amazing flows and beats and everything like that. You really have.
Yeah. Your sound's gone. Have you turned your mic up?
Oh, there we go. Hello.
Hello.
I was saying thank you, and we tried. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
That was a very fun one to do. It was.
It was good. That
you can hear Chris talking at the beginning and at the end of it, and that's because the bastard has not got the song back to me yet. So all I have the audio is of a screen recording. That's it. He has not sent it back to me yet.
Obviously, people out there are not gonna like absolutely everything. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Do. I mean, my friend Steve B. This is, it's about keeping it real on this show. He said, I have to confess, I lost interest after a short time. So there was something in that he lost interest too. It doesn't mean he thinks your music was crap.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like he's very supportive, Steve.
I got a very strong back nowadays. After all the things I've heard people say towards my music, I've heard love on it. I've heard hate on it.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it all. So.
But like I say, Steve, he's one of our sponsors. He's awesome. You know what I mean? And he's so supportive with all the artists that come on, and he does love your music. It's just maybe something in that might not have been his cup of tea.
That one's not for everybody.
I like it because it's my kind of thing. That's my kind of.
It's dark.
It is. It's very dark and like eerie and like that, and that's just what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's my kind of thing. I like it.
We have about a minute before we come to the hour. Obviously, we're not going to go too long on this interview. We could be here all night if we wanted.
Oh, absolutely.
We've got to try and keep the time. You know what I mean? But
can I just say, when I was on about Native American music before, Tiffany's grandpa makes Native American music.
Yep. Yes, he does.
That's fantastic. Yeah. That is fantastic because, as Steve said as well, that's his go-to music. With me being a white witch, that's my go-to music because you can feel so much in it. You really can in Native American music. There's just something about it that it grips you.
Yeah,
it does.
No, it does. You're right. So
I'm gonna have to keep that in mind when I'm like checking out instrumentals and stuff. I'm gonna keep my eye out for something of that nature mixed into it. Watch.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
It's good that you've got a missus that supports you as well with what you do. Because I think in this day and age, it's very important to have a spouse that does
absolutely
support.
Yeah,
because there's couples out there that don't last. They get divorced because they can't support the man doing what he wants to do, or the man can't support the woman doing what she wants to do.
Yeah.
And I just think the world's gone crazy.
The world is absolutely going crazy. Not even a joke.
Our Prime Minister has shocked us at the minute because he's turned around and said people with autism and mental illness like schizophrenia, bipolar, or anxiety is not a real mental illness.
No.
See, that's not right.
Yeah.
That's not right
Yeah.
at all.
And
It's
he
not
made
right
that
at all.
public as a public speech. He went public with that.
Look, I can't. I can barely give any of the politicians or anybody like that my time, any time of day over here nowadays. I'll tell you what, I barely pay attention to any of it, honestly, because
Yeah.
it's just it's all a recycled cycle that just goes over and over and over and over, and it's the same thing. It never stops, no matter what happens, and it's never going to. So I mean, all you could do is just live your life and try to make things better than it is. You know what I mean?
The problem we've got is this man that we've got, we didn't actually vote for him to be prime minister.
He's unelected.
He's unelected. He just kind of stood in because our other one done a blooming runner.
He couldn't handle the pressure.
He
and
couldn't
ran off.
handle the pressure, and he ran off. He just stepped down and ran off, and we were left for nobody. But what this one he's doing at the minute, he's going to cause a big riot in this country. Huge.
Yeah,
it's going to be
coming. I think something's coming, damn near worldwide. Honestly,
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I
we've
really do, because
got all
you can
these
feel the
time
tension
travelers.
in the air over here.
We've got all these time travelers coming forward saying they've seen it all already. So,
Yeah,
you know,
right,
we've got to get ourselves prepared, don't we?
I mean, at the end of the day, the UK is already preparing to go to war. We've already been told that, you know, if you're working or not working, it doesn't matter what age you're going to be called up to go.
Yeah.
We've already been told this.
That's crazy.
So,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
So what I'm going to do, I want to play one more song, and I think we're going to keep the rest of them for tomorrow's show.
Sounds good.
You know, so we'll get to play a couple of them tomorrow, and if there's still some time, we'll get more played tomorrow. If not, we've got some for another show. Do you know what I mean? So, because we're here Monday to
Everybody
Friday,
should be
so-
sending something in. Everybody, even people who are just watching and not talking. Send
Of course,
something
man.
in.
Send your music in; it'll be played for free. Simple as.
It's
You
free
know?
promotion.
Yeah,
And
man.
you'd be dumb not to take it.
Well, this is what we keep trying to tell people, but at the same time, we're not forcing nobody to do anything. You know?
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
absolutely. And that's how you got to do it. It all comes naturally. You know what I mean? You let it come naturally, and things will always be at their best.
Yeah.
The
Always.
thing that confuses me, Brad, is I see all of these other people doing music shows, but they're charging people to skip the line or do this, you know, and that, and people are
Well,
actually paying $5 to skip the line or
I
whatever
don't get why people pay
in the off.
5, 10, 15, 20. Some people pay up to $40, $50 to get a song played and stuff.
Yeah.
And now, see, on my show, I do the same. I do the same thing, but I only do it because I know what it costs me to do what I do.
Yes.
And so if people want to make that donation, and I'll play their song next, and then I'll use whatever comes to me normally goes to something that I'm doing or we're all doing or something in some way. So, but I think it's more of like, I think it becomes an addiction thing, honestly. Like for people who are that in love with their music, they kind of become addicted to, all right, I know if I do this last time, I'll get played next. So it's hard to explain to someone who doesn't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pay. I don't pay that much. I don't pay anything.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. You know, there's people out there that you do pay for the time, and there's people out there that you just clearly don't, because they're already making enough money. They could do that with their eyes shut. Do you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
On your show, you're not sitting there saying, right, send $5 now and I'll skip you, like pushing it in the face.
No, not at all.
And I'm watching these people.
I don't think I ever mention it, honestly.
No.
And then I
Except
watch
the
these
very
people
beginning.
pushing it in people's faces, and they're going, okay, here's my cash. And I'm like,
yeah.
what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? But, you know.
But see, over here, if you start chucking price tags on things, people say you're begging for money.
Yeah, they call you a scammer, a beggar, and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
To me, even the show, what we're doing is a paid subscription.
Yeah.
You know, and we're not charging a penny for anybody to come on, anybody to have an interview, anybody to play the music. Do you know, we're not charging a penny because we know there's issues. We've got lagging issues. I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm not plugged into a router. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, we're gonna have lagging issues. We're gonna have this. We've got bad weather at the minute, so that doesn't help. But at the same time, you just do what you've got to do. And if it means you're pulling 20,000 people in because you're playing the music for free, then so be it.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. More power to you. Seriously.
So this is
More
all we're
power
trying
to
to do. We're just trying to show our support to the industry, show our support to the indie artists that are out there that deserve the recognition. You know, that the diamond in the roughs deserve to have the music heard. You know what I mean? Like yourself, you're an awesome guy, and I do think that you are a diamond in the rough.
Thank
you know,
I appreciate that.
I really do,
appreciate
and I think one day someone's going to wake up and actually spot what you're doing, and
I hope so.
you're going to go
That's the
somewhere.
hopes for it. This summer, I plan on making Building Legends its own LLC. So I'm hoping that will help us grow a little further once we finally establish it.
Yeah, appreciate that. So White Drip Rose said, "Okay, bet I'll be there to show support. I subscribe to your channel, so I should get a notification." That is awesome.
White Drip Bro will send you music all day long.
Nice. Like I said, we're not bothered if it's explicit, but what you've got to remember, because we are sponsored by Microbrew Radio, which is right there. You know, if you do want your music played on our radio shows, because we have a radio show every Thursday morning at 11 a.m. GMT till 12 p.m., then your music gets put in one of our shows. So if it's clean, it'll go in our show because it's in the morning. So, you know, it can't be no explicit stuff, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean?
By the way, for those who haven't caught on, Robbie P and Gemma P are in the UK and I'm in Pennsylvania. So we have a 5-hour difference right now. For those that don't know.
Correct. Yeah. So what we're gonna do then? We'll play this last track, have a little bit of a chat, and then call it a night. I think.
Sounds good.
And then
a great show.
If you are here tomorrow, obviously we'll play your tracks. If you're you know watching, and you'll also
is it Tiffany's? Is it Tiffany's?
Yeah, we'll play Tiffany's, and we'll also play Alice's and Ricky's Rebel Rabble.
Ricky's Rebel Rabble.
So you'll get to hear them tracks tomorrow. Yeah.
So Ricky's Rebel Rabble?
Ricky's Rebel Rabble.
Yeah.
Because obviously we have the chart show as well. That's in the mornings. 12 o'clock in the afternoon till 2 o'clock. And we're gonna find out where we are, where we're placed, you know.
I'm gonna get something to you for that chart. Watch.
Yeah, man, definitely. Well, I'm gonna send you a link like sometime tonight, and if you can, go on to the microbrewradio.com and vote as many times as you can, up to 5 artists.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you'll see mine and Gemma's in this top 10. If you just vote 5 artists. And as many times you want, so you could repeat it as over and over and over. We've only got till tomorrow, so try and get them votes in if you can, and you know, send the link to your friends, get them to do the same. That'll be awesome.
I will. I'm gonna send it to everybody.
And even if we're not your favorites, that's okay. There's music. There's like links that you can hear, check the videos out and stuff, listen to the music. So even if we're not your favorites, that's okay. Vote for your favorites. You know, it's very important.
I'm gonna send it to all of you, and you better go out and vote.
Yeah, man, definitely. That's what it's about. So, what I'm gonna do: 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 tracks, love. What number?
3.
Number 3. Okay. So this one's called Voices.
Oh, good song. This is a good song.
Okay.
This is probably one of my best production works here.
Do you want to give us a little background behind it?
You know, I really I don't have some elaborate background story for this one. This one was really just I heard this instrumental and it spoke this to me instantly, and this is how it turned out. And it's literally it's one of my favorites. It's probably within my top 3.
Yeah. Awesome. Right. So here it is, guys. This is Cinamadic with Voices.
I got these voices in my head that they just won't leave me alone.
Are we building legends over here?
All these voices I keep hearing are telling me to let it go. The fight that I keep putting up is really so incredible. Cause no matter what they ever say, I know that I will just succeed. I'll proceed to overcome the need for someone's acceptance speech. Whenever the situation starts to become caring about what people think, caring about what they have to say, I've never had no fucks to give. No, I never cared about what anybody has ever had to say about me. I always just kept on marching on and kept all of the right friends around me. Got a demon on my shoulder that keeps telling me to give in. Got an angel on the other shoulder saying, don't you ever let them win. The day you do is the day you're screwed. Then you better get prepared to say you're through. Better pray for truth. Gotta slay the booth no matter what the forces say is true. Make sure that you hold the line. Prove that everyone you're doing fine. Let them see your progress. See you're not a mess and go and show them how to cross a line. They don't want me to reach success, even though they all fearing this. I'ma always keep it honest, cause lately all I've been hearing is voices in my head keep calling. They just want to see me falling. They just wanna see me sleep. They just won't let me be free. Even though they think that they got me, I won't ever let them be the ones to stop me. I will be who I'm supposed to be. I promise I will one day be the one set free. I will take on anybody that is trying to slow my speed. Don't you see that I'm what you need? I am guaranteed to win and exceed. So let me be me, better yet, just let me be free. Never fret, cause I need these streets and I need these beats to keep doing what I love to do and reach these feats. Cause I am reaching milestones, success in my story, something different. Time to meet the wild one. I am at the point where I'm self-sufficient. Tracks I own, I'm mighty strong. Y'all are seeing something brilliant. I'll never be gone while writing these songs. Y'all will see I'm so resilient. These voices in my head keep calling. They just want to see me falling. They just wanna see me sleep. They just won't let me be free. Even though they think that they got me, I won't ever let them be the ones to stop me. I will be who I'm supposed to be. I promise I will one day be the one set free. These voices in my head keep calling. They just want to see me falling. They just want to see me sleep. They just won't let me be free. Even though they think that they got me, I won't ever let them be the ones to stop me. I will be who I'm supposed to be. I promise I will one day be the one set free.
It's one of my favorites. I like that song a lot.
You've got me crying. That song hits.
Thank
Do,
you.
do you know what it is? Like it's weird, yeah, because to a lot of people out there, they would just think, "Oh, you're a dark artist," you know,
Yeah.
you got dark lyrics and things. But twice now, you brought my wife to tears. Twice,
Yeah, that's
you
crazy.
know, like you are an emotional writer,
Yeah,
but in
no,
a darker
it's in a
way, if
different
you know what I
way.
mean. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but and it's good though. It's good because if you can reduce somebody to tears, then you're a true artist.
Well,
Because you can get to people's emotions and
it's because
his
it's
the
because like I
heads.
said, I use music as my therapy. You know what I mean? So whatever I'm feeling at the moment when I go to write is it's going to be true and full. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
I put all my emotion into making my music, and most of the emotion actually comes when I'm recording. I don't even think I don't really think about too much of my emotions that I'm even speaking about while I'm
Yeah.
writing. But
Yeah.
then when I go to record it and I'm saying it out loud and I can feel everything, you know what I mean? And it
Yeah.
all hits me.
Well, honest, like the tracks that you've sent in tonight have been fantastic. They really have. You know, it's nice to hear your story as well of who you are, how you started, you know, a bit of a background. It's awesome. It is. And is there any plugs that you want to
Yes.
give? You know, where can people find you, your pages?
So I can be found on YouTube at Cinamadic, Cinamadic. You can find me on all major platforms, same name at Cinematic. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, both at Cinematic, and then you can find me on Facebook at Cinematic B Cowley. So it shouldn't be hard to find me really anywhere. You type the name in and it should come up.
Is anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to my wife, Michaela. I love you. My children, Tristan and Gemma. I love both of you. And to Building Legends, I love all of you. And to Robbie P and Gemma P, you guys are awesome. And it's
Thank you.
much love and respect, seriously.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
You.
You know, what were you going to say before, my dear?
What about your show? When's your show on, and where can they find that?
So my show is the normal hours is every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I mean, I might go on sometime during the week, just randomly. I might go on and just play people's music without a review or anything. But I haven't done that in a while. So it's the main time is going to be 8 o'clock every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come see Slightly Holding It Together. I'll play whatever you send me.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Fantastic.
We're definitely going to have to get our
You know,
music across.
you know what I love about the community that's growing around my show is that on my show, everybody has the option to cut any song off that they want. Like I leave the cutoff rule strictly to the chat, and I tell them like if you guys tell me if I have three different people tell me to cut something off, then we'll cut it off. And I mean, people can send in as many songs as they want to. So I mean, no one really would probably care if their song got cut off. They would just play the next one. But
Yeah.
people that come to my chat and watch the show and they're there hanging out the whole time and stuff, like nobody has, I'd say maybe once or twice out of the now third season
Mhm.
that I've been going has someone's song been cut off, and that was only because it was just noise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
was
Of course.
literally just noise.
Yeah.
And we cut it off, and I told him like, look, this is what you're doing, this is what you're doing, and this is what you should try to change, and
Mhm.
blah 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 blah. So just keep doing what you're
But at
doing.
least you
And
give them, you know,
yeah,
a reason.
exactly. That's what I mean. Like
You haven't just
no
cut
matter
it.
what, we try to build them up. But
Yeah. Yeah.
my point I'm trying to say is that the community of people that come to my show and stuff and just hang out, and they're awesome. They
Yeah.
they are
Yeah.
they all want to sit there and do the same thing that I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's like hanging out with a group of friends. We just
Yeah.
sit there and we just listen to people's music and talk to each other. We just sit there. We really just sit there and have
Yeah.
conversations the whole time. It's fun.
Well,
It's really fun.
stick around backstage, obviously, because once I've played the outro video End Alive, you can still be in the studio. We'll have a little chat before you head off.
Gotcha.
But I want to say a massive thank you, obviously, for you being here on the show tonight.
Thank you for
You
having me.
brought in some amazing people as well, you know, with you. So big shout out to all them guys. You know, it's amazing. It is. It's good to see, you know, support coming together and real people showing real people support, man. That's what it's about, and this is what the show's about. And I'm so glad that you came on and we was able to play your music and people got to see the face, you know. So definitely. It's awesome.
The face is a little scruffy right now. I gotta clean myself up here.
Hey, listen, I wouldn't worry. You work hard. You got kids. You know,
man.
it happens. You know, like once you have kids, you start looking 70, even though you're only 20. You know, it's one of them things, isn't it?
I mean, I've got a 22-year-old coming up in August. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I can't even think of the day. I got a 9-year-old daughter and an 11-year-old son, and they're already driving me crazy. So I can only imagine how it's gonna get.
Yeah.
Just wait till I get into the 20s. It doesn't change. It does not. It gets worse.
You know, me and my kids, we have a special relationship, and like, it's like no matter what I do no wrong. And then no matter what they do no wrong. So then their mom just gets tortured by all of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yes, us mothers, we get the backlash for everything.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you very
absolutely,
much, Dads.
absolutely.
Round of applause to you.
absolutely.
On that note,
I bow down to the female species. Seriously, you guys, all of you.
he's just being nice because his missus is in the other room. That's all it is. No, but seriously, like, thank you so much. Like, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you for having me. Seriously, it was a great time being here. We had a great interview and good conversation, and I appreciate you playing my music. Seriously, it's awesome that you played.
Oh,
music.
no worries, man.
I
And
appreciate it so
feel free
much.
to share this episode as well when it.
Oh, absolutely.
So as soon as I've added it into the Tune Talk Review Show playlist, which won't be long after the show, then that's
It'll be
when
shared.
It'll
definitely be shared.
Yeah, it'll be awesome, man. So I just want to say a big shout out to our sponsors, Steve Little, Mad About Musicals, and do you want to say the next one, love?
Graham Drayton from Microbrew Radio, Charge Show Extravaganza.
Extravaganza. Exactly. Release.
Release.
Go on. So, show me top.
Looking Legends, Tiffany Jean, White Drip Row.
There's the merchandise right there. Look at
Antoine
that.
Dudley.
I love it.
Worst Daddy Ever.
That's nice, isn't it?
I'm missing Solo Nitty Gritty.
I love that.
Awesome, isn't it? Yeah.
Shout out to the whole family.
Oh, most definitely.
All the family, definitely.
So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove that one. Goodbye. And I'm going to play the outro video now. So, guys, we'll see you tomorrow on episode 1, season 4.
Oh, season 4.
Yes, season 4. So we need to start getting serious now. We need to start getting these viewers in. Send us your music, man. We want to hear it. Don't send me a music, man. Don't send me a music, man. You're not fitting the post. So just send your music in, man. So I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. God bless. I've been Robbie P.
Have a good night.
I've been Gemma P.
Cinematic. In the
Cinematic.
house. You know it. Bye.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Lights got all ties like the flies in the sky, soaring high. I'm on a level with a medal, time to fly. Lost spies, woodwicking drama in the night, time to fight. I'm not dying for a sinner with no sight and no light. Knocking off the wicked, stacking quickies on a wire. Click that bang, shots are fired, running from life desire. Making a labor run with a name of small fire. Snap the rattler on my shoulder, this fool ain't no liar. They call me Humble D, dominating, being humble. I will sting you like a bee. Kill your talents when you stumble. Mark my vision, bring me down, 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 right to your mumble. I can finally see this ball, but all the fakeness isn't subtle. Who's that with a boom bap? Robbie's in a school rap. Judging makes you wick, so fix a leak on your screw cap. Looking for a tweet on the subject, you threw back. I'm ending all this here, I've got no time